Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you had a great long weekend. It is time to get back to work. We're going to be covering the focus list for tomorrow. Of course, the market isn't open right now, so any setups that I review, that's likely to change in the morning or could change in the morning, subject to change. But for right now, this is what we've got. So number one on the watch list, without a doubt, is going to be SPY. I'm on the daily chart time frame here. We had the range breakdown last week and a few gap downs that followed with a period of consolidation in between. So we know that the consolidation here at support, that old support can become new resistance. So we're looking at resistance on SPY around 370 or 371. If we get a break above that level, I think that there's a chance that we may see some green, but I don't know if we push all the way up to fill this gap. So this gap area starts at 384. What I'm primarily going to be looking for this week is just a continuation of this trend down. So obviously, if we're putting in new recent lows, a short idea below 362 would work on SPY for the continuation move down. And who knows where this bleeding ends. If I go back to the weekly chart, our kind of first big major support point below where we're currently at is going to be around 350. And this was built shortly after the COVID recovery. So this is your COVID drop. This is the COVID recovery. And we had, about a month or so here of consolidating under this level before pushing into new highs. All right, so SPY, number one on the watch list. Number two, Boeing. Let me get back to the daily chart time frame here. Boeing. I like Boeing. It's been showing some nice relative strength, kind of regardless of what the market has been doing. It actually put in new highs at the end of the week last week, kind of breaking out of this consolidation range a little bit, but closing right back at that price point. So from here, we're looking for just new recent highs to be put in on Boeing. So that'll be a break above 139, maybe even a break of 140 depending on where we open. You can see right here there's some pretty major resistance near that 140 level. Above that, I think there's room to 145 near this 50 EMA. So for Boeing, looking for a move above 140, this has to hold 131 or 130 to be valid. If it breaks, I think definitely if it breaks below 130, it probably is just going to mean that this is rejected off of 140 and is coming right back down. Number three on the watch list will be NEO. So NEO kind of falls in the same category as Boeing, right? Where it's been showing this relative strength regardless of what the market has been doing. We've got an inverted head and shoulders here on the daily. So this is your left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder, and a push up to the 21-ish area. And we also have what's known as a cup and handle, a larger kind of encompassing that head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders. So you got your cup right here, your handle there, and the push back up. So what we're looking for on NEO this week is going to be a break of $21 to see if this relative strength can continue. And we'll be looking for a price target of probably just 22 in all honesty. A $1 move for a stock this price is going to be a 5% gain on the shares. So a break of 21, just a price target of 22 in mind, and we'll play it day by day. The next one on the watch list will be Roku, R-O-K-U. The reason why I'm adding Roku on the watch list is because it has held this line of support multiple times recently. So 72, 73 area, 74 area, this support point has been validated, and now it's pushed back up to the most recent area of resistance. There's recent news out on Roku, which is kind of what caused the run up. That's gonna be this run up here. That's that partnership with Walmart that they announced. So we're looking for either a break of 84 or a break of 85 going into tomorrow for the run up to probably 90. Roku has some power behind it though whenever it gets moving. So I wouldn't be surprised that if we do get this follow through to see a run closer to 97, even 100. The next one on the watch list is going to be AMC. I don't usually put meme stocks on the watch list, but I think that AMC is nearing a point where it needs to make a directional decision. So we have lower highs starting here, coming down, and we've got higher lows starting here and pushing up. Since the prior trend is down, this actually looks to me like a big bear pennant pattern, right? But we know that anything can happen. So let's just not try. Let's try not to have a bias on the stock and let the price action tell us what it's going to do. So we're looking for a break of 13 in the bull scenario, or a break of $11 here in the bear scenario, and we can play this breakout whichever way it decides to go. Since it's trading closer to the resistance for tomorrow, what I'm looking for is going to be a break of 13 for the run up to probably just $14. So a $1 move definitely would be enough profit margin here. You're looking at about almost 8%, 7.669. The next three that I'm going to mention, these are optional charts. I don't know if they're going to make the watch list right now. I do want to check on the price of them in the morning, though, to see if they're still in play. So the first one is going to be Meta. I'm not bullish on this name. Unless we get like a total market reversal, or at least a short-term reversal, I'm not going to be bullish on this. The reason why I want to add this to the watch list is going to be for in the bear case, for the bear scenario. So I'm looking for a short below 160. Right, 160 is a point of support. It's a weak stock as of right now, following the breakdown of this descending triangle here on the daily. So I'm looking for new lows, new recent lows to be put in. A short idea below 160. The bull scenario, I would be looking for a break of 172 for the gap fill up to 175, but that seems unlikely unless the market gaps up pretty significantly. So we'll see what happens if we open up. If this opens up right at 160 or near 160, I'm putting it on the watch list for a short idea. Uber, next one on the watch list. Okay, so this one, the only reason I'm adding this to the list is for a for a bull scenario. So I'm looking for the gap fill. Trade idea long over 22.6. It's trading at 22 right now. Does have a bullish engulfing candlestick here on the daily, signaling a potential reversal formed at the bottom of a downtrend. So we're looking for the break of 22.6. This is a stock that if it opens up any lower than where it's currently at, it feels unlikely that it's going to get up to that price point and then continue to push. So what we need to see happen is either Uber needs to gap up a little bit or potentially open flat for it to still be in play for this scenario to work out. Amazon, next one on the watch list. I don't really have a bias here. I would like to short Amazon if it breaks 102 or 102.5, probably 102, because that seems to be just a safer level to take a short below. So the bear scenario would be that I'm looking for Amazon to break this support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times right here at 102 for the move down to 100, maybe even sub 100. That's what I'm looking for on Amazon. The bull scenario would be a break of this kind of consolidating range that it's in, validating the point of support and the move higher. That's going to be a little tougher trade for us to take, though, because let me move this to the 5-day, 5-minute. At this time, you're looking at, maybe a long over 107, but then you see it's got resistance in this whole area. You've got resistance at 108, you've got resistance at 109. So the last thing that I want to do is maybe go long over 107 just to get stopped at 108, right? And that's only a 1% profit margin. And it's not really worth it for me to do that. But if the market's strong and we're seeing follow through and we're seeing that reversal on SPY, then this does offer potential because it is trading at a known point of support and could potentially bounce here. So Amazon's going to be one of those names that I just have to wait and see where the market opens up at and kind of go from there and even see where Amazon opens up at and go from there. All right, so that's it. That's our watch list for tomorrow. Quick recap. Press the like button for me if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. SPY's going to be on our watch list without a doubt. Boeing showing relative strength, that's BA. NIO showing relative strength, that's NIO. Roku, ROKU. AMC, Meta, META. Uber, and Amazon, AMZN. Okay, that's it. That's our focus list for tomorrow. So study these charts, pick a few setups that you really like, pick a couple of stocks that are within your price range, look at the charts, make sure you review them tonight and tomorrow morning, and let's get ready to make some money this week. Okay, thank you so much for your time. Again, press that like button for me. It helps me out. Love you all. Later.